thought the debate had a bad topic. I'm not a believer, and I think that the believers just win it really easily. So I think, the idea that the fall perverted nature such that you couldn't expect nature not to produce suffering is lost on a lot of atheists, and I don't know why. It's just very simple to me. That's kind of like a bad starting point. I felt like Bart Ehrman's tone left a lot to be desired. I felt like it was screechy and whiny. Mostly. I felt like, that wasn't 100% of the time, but about 80% of the time, it was not an appealing tone. I don't feel like there was a chance at all that he would have brought anyone over, even from a fence-sitting position to his position. So, preaching to the choir will get you so far, I felt like, I disagree with Brown's position, but I felt like his presentation was far and away more professional sounding and really more appealing to a general audience. And if a debate is about changing opinion, I feel like Ehrman totally missed it, and Brown really did a good job, which is sad to say, because I disagree with Brown's position and I agree with Ehrman's position. Sort of, except, like I say, I think that the question of suffering is handily answered by a notion of a corrupted nature. Just a bare assertion with no justification behind it. If the answer that the whole course of earthly endeavors was radically broken when man sinned, if you grant that premise, then it's just obvious why there would be even natural disasters. There's just not God's perfect plan preventing such things, and so, okay, plate tectonics happen, so therefore what happens. And I just don't think that naturalists should spend any time on that. There are other things where we can actually get traction. The question of the existence of God and the arguments, criticizing the technical arguments for the existence of God and the anecdotal things that people say as to why they believe in God is a much better use of our time. But yeah, my main concern with tonight was Ehrman's tone. I've seen him in another debate against William Lane Craig, and it was the same kind of screaming, tense tone. It's hard to describe, but he sounded like he was just very disturbed, and I don't feel like that helps make a weak position any more appealing. And Dr. Brown, as far as his presentation, how would you describe? I felt like it was masterful. I disagree. I think that it was, since I disagree with him on the substance of his position, I do have to say that I think it's ultimately kind of counterproductive for the aim of arriving at truth that his rhetoric is so good and that his presentation is so good. It's very polished. It's very warm. He sounded like someone who cares about you. Ehrman sounded like someone who wants to yell at you. And I don't know. I'm disappointed and kind of shocked by it.